Today, we're going to be looking at a talented four-star Polynesian offensive lineman, Preston Taumua, and we'll go over his film from Hawaii and see the good, the bad, but most importantly, the stuff that we are super excited to see for the next 4 to 5 years on this pipeline O-line for the Cornhuskers. So real quick, if you like the content, please hit the like button on this video. It really helps me out, along with subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any more Nebraska recruiting videos, film reactions, instant analysis, or anything more this offseason. But without further ado, let's get into Preston Taumua. All right, I want to start off with the Polynesian Bowl, which went underway about a month ago, and he played left guard for this bowl game against, again, the best talent in all of high school recruiting. So let's start it off. Again, he's playing left guard. We're watching this a little bit slowed down just so we can see the entire clip. All these just rattle off real quick. So nice job there in pass pro. Almost loses the bull rush, but does a good job containing that for the most part. And something I'm going to want to watch throughout this film reaction is, again, his ability in pass pro. A lot of times we look over these offensive line recruits and they're really polished in the run game. They're brawlers. They can push a couple guys over, pancake a couple dudes, but they're not as good in the pass pro. We'll see how good Preston Taumua is. So another bull rush there. Does a nice job containing that. Again, he's holding his own for the most part. Again, if you're not familiar with Preston Taumua, Polynesian recruit out of Hawaii, ranked as a 4-star, one of the best players in the country at that offensive line spot in Nebraska. Grabbed him this last summer. So there, almost got beat. Again, does a good job stepping up on him, and then the quarterback has a nice room to run because of Taumua making a play. So here in the run game, gets downfield, nice job. And he's been polished so far in the pass pro, which has been awesome to see. Really good footwork, really good backpedaling. And this is something when we were looking over Gibson Pyle and Grant Brick's other Nebraska offensive line recruits, they were not as polished in the pass pro. Again, really good players. I think they're studs. But I'm impressed with what we're seeing right now from Preston Taumua. So almost got beat there. But again, this is what you want to do as an offensive lineman here. As a guard specifically, push him into the center, because you don't want him to beat around here in that B gap. You'd rather have him go into the center. Again, there's nowhere to go. I mean, just look at that. He's holding his own. He's pushing back, gets off the block. Nice job. Again, he has not lost a single rep up until now. I mean, come on. That was a curse, wasn't it? I mean, let's go back to it. So it's this rep. And he just got beat with a quick swim move here in the middle. Watch my cursor. Got beat with a quick swim move. Tries to make up for it to get back to him and ends up actually pushing him into the quarterback. So not a good rep there from Preston. But again, you'll live with that given the fact that he's won basically every other one. And again, it should be noted, these are some other premier defensive players going up against him. So again, nice job in the pass pro. Won that rep. He got pushed back a little ways, but again, didn't lose his block. Same deal there. So now in a goal line situation, you don't want to give up a safety. And Preston, for the most part, did his job, but everything else collapsed. So, yeah, safety. Yikes. Another deal there. And this guy who's going up against the number 65 keeps trying to go back to this swim move, and he's only done it effectively to Preston one time. Okay, so he's driving him back. Preston almost lost that rep, but again, he does a good job. Even when he's being driven back by a bigger, stronger D tackle, he remains in that block. He doesn't lose grasp of him, because a lot of times when you do in fact get driven back like that, you can easily get off of the block and make a sack. So I really like Preston Taumua's effort. I will say that there needs to be a little bit better technique in the pass pro. His backpedaling is better than I expected, but still not where it needs to be. Again, that's not really a big con, but we'll talk about that as the video progresses. So nothing to write home about there. Good, nice job in the run game. Pushing him back, pushing him back, pushing him back. Look at that. Same deal here. He just stiffs that. Oh, let's watch that again. Not a great camera angle here. So it would have been this one here. So watch him. Watch my cursor. It tries to contain that C gap. Does a decent job. Same deal here on the pass pro. Again, good. Does a good job sticking that block to the ground. Even when he's being driven back, he's sticking that block. So a little pull action there. I was waiting to see if they had anything like this where they basically try to stop the blitz. They pull the guard to where the tackle should be. And a little counter play. Nice work. I love the play concept. Love the play concept. Okay, I'm going to have to rewatch that. So, Taumua got driven back once again. Being bull rushed. But again, watch him. Hand fighting. Might have got away with a little bit of a hold. Just a little bit there. But for the most part, it's a good rep. And that was just a crazy play all around. That wasn't his fault. So once again there. Again, you won that rep. I will say, again, he is being driven back a good amount. But the fact that he's holding his block and the fact that that guy's not getting off of him, again, he's not falling for a swim move, not falling for a little press. Again, the other stuff can be teachable. Good, nice job. Oh, yikes. So this is the only thing that when you're being driven back as a guard this much, sometimes your quarterback is just going to get hit by you yourself. Again, watch big number 68 here. He runs into his own quarterback, right? He's still blocking his man, which is good, but he runs into him. So last one here from the Polynesian Bowl, last rep. And again, nice job. Basically force him into the tackle, nowhere to go. Makes a nice hole for his quarterback. So again, that was his Polynesian film. Now we'll go over some of his best clips from his high school career. All right, let's start it off with his high school film from Hawaii. Can you see on the screen? 4-star, 6'4", 315. I'm really interested to see. We saw actually a lot more pass pro highlights than running game in the Polynesian Bowl. So I'm trying to see him in the run department here in this film. And again, we won't watch all of this. We'll just watch a good amount. So they're at tackle. Oh, my goodness. And this is why I put in the title that he was just a straight brawler. Because he makes it look easy again, going downhill. It'll be interesting to see. Nice technique there again. Pushing him back. Not giving up the edge. But it'll be interesting to see how much tackle he actually plays in these highlights. Because he's not going to play tackle for the Cornhuskers. Look at this. I mean, look at this play. Again, sees the guy going for the screen man. And just basically lays out and takes basically a tackle out of him. I can't even tell you if that's legal or not. But that was a nice play by Preston Taumua. Looks like he injured his guy, too. We'll go back to that one. I didn't see it. So, again, they're at tackle once again. Yep, a little screen pass. Again, nice, does a great job just going down the field, keeping those legs churning. And that's something you see from all these Matt Rule offensive line recruits is that they love to get downfield and make a couple guys go to the ground. But yeah, most of these are at tackle, so that is interesting. Again, I'm going to save my overall takes until the end of the video, so stick around for that. But the pass pro has been relatively good compared to what I was expecting. Again, I keep saying that the technique needs to be improved, but it's been all right, man. It really has. So again, they're at left tackle again. Great play concept. Again, going downfield and just pancaking a guy. Once again at left tackle, concealing the edge. Whoo, that deserves a second look. That deserves a second look. My goodness. That was domination. So already early on, a lot more running game highlights, which I expected. Good back paddle. Really good back paddle. Yep. Back paddle, stop. Contain. Nice. One thing that's also going to be noted is it's interesting, like Hawaii recruits, the guys he's playing up against are not the greatest in the world. Again, there's a couple of diamonds in the rough from Hawaii. They usually produce some good players, but for the most part, there's not the greatest talent pool, which is nothing to be. That's not a con at all. I mean, we've seen a lot of other recruits play worse talent, but should be noted that like the talent he was playing in the Polynesian Bowl was a couple steps higher, to say the least, compared to what he's playing right now. A botched option, man. Again, nice job there. Again, concealing the edge. He does a really nice job at the tackle spot. One thing that I've been really impressed with Preston Taumua is that he's super athletic. Again, he's 6'4", 320, but the speed on him looks phenomenal. He's going downfield. He doesn't look like a big, ugly, just churning at you, wobbling down the field. Like, he has some wheels on him, guys. We'll go back to this. Like, he's running down there at full speed, looking for somebody to hit. Again, look at just how fluid he moves. Look at that. Burst. I know when I was watching Grant Bricks or Gibson Pyle, I mean, they're kind of wobbling down the field a little bit, right? But Preston Taumua, dude, he looks just like an athlete, like going down trying to find somebody, like a big running back. I mean, why not? I mean, he's been phenomenal at tackle. I'm not surprised they want to put him at guard, though. I think, again, his skill set, his weight, and height definitely translates more to that guard spot. But it's interesting because we watched Grant Bricks a lot, and I thought Grant Bricks definitely should have been a guard, and they're probably going to play him at tackle and guard. But Preston Taumua is playing a lot better at tackle than Grant Bricks is. And they're basically going to put him at guard. Like, that's interesting that they decided that Bricks would be the better tackle, even though I think that's not true. But, I mean, again, not a shot at Bricks. They're both phenomenal players. That just shows you how good of a player Preston Taumua has been throughout this film. We'll watch a couple more of these clips, and then we'll get to my take. Again, just really nice job. And that's exactly what they teach you. Again, win the initial rep, then go down on him. You can't make a play. Rep's over after that. You won. Again, concealing the edge. Lost his move. Go down on him. Over. You won the rep. Quarterback makes a nice little feed there. Hey, there you go. Good back paddle. Again, same deal. Conceal the edge. Go down. And this is what every single offensive lineman loves. Again, have an opportunity, not this clip, but the next one. Have an opportunity to go downfield and make somebody fall flat. Again, have a full steam ahead of you. Can't do anything about it. What are you going to do about it? Come on. So this is something I want to see. A little pull block. Oh, my. A little pull block action where they basically put him on a motion as an offensive lineman. Once the play is snapped, and then he can just basically go downhill on somebody. Two of those. Again, 2 pancakes. It's kind of a funky little stadium. I kind of like it. You'll see some cool stadiums in Hawaii high school football, I've noticed. Some really cool ones. All right, guys. So that was about, 5 minutes of his best clips. This, I believe, was from his junior year of high school. So watch this Polynesian Bowl. We watch his highlights. Now let's get to my overall takes and opinions on Preston Taumua. All right, that was Preston Taumua. I mean, let's just start off with the good. Man, I was super impressed. I don't know what I was expecting going into this, but he blew my expectations out of the water. His pass pro was way better than I expected it to be. A lot of times, again, it's not very polished. They lack technique. They lack the fundamentals. He did a great job. The run game was as good as expected as well. Again, going downhill, he's a brawler. Pancakes a couple guys. He's inviting contact. Also, really, really athletic. You can see the speed, even though he's a big guy. He has some acceleration under there as well. So, was really impressed with that. And another thing that I love about Preston Taumua is I want to build a Polynesian pipeline. I've talked about this in some past videos. There are so many good Polynesian players coming out of Hawaii or California who basically stick in packs. They only go to certain programs: USC, Washington, Oregon, UCLA, Arizona. Those are basically the only ones. And Hawaii, of course. And the reason they do that is because, one, there's Polynesian players there who are just like them, and two, they have Polynesian coaches who are there recruiting them. Nebraska needs to tap into that talent pool because there's so many talented guys who are Polynesian, who are at the offensive line spot, linebacker spot, D-line spot that we need to go after. And it really helps you. Not only do you have an offensive line coach who's Polynesian, you now have a starting quarterback who has Hawaii roots. So that is big. I really want to tap into those guys because they're just really, really good players. They work really hard. They have great dedication. So we need to go after them. So really good stuff there from Preston Taumua. As for the stuff he needs to work on, the pass pro was better than I expected. It still needs a little bit of help. Again, technique, a little bit of fundamentals. Other than that, really, really solid stuff. It does concern me that he does not have as much guard experience as I initially thought he did. You looked at his highlights, mostly he was playing tackle up until the Polynesian Bowl. So I don't expect him to play within his first year. That's nothing to be too concerned about, though. If he was playing as a true freshman, something went wrong on that O-line, no matter what. So really, really good stuff there from Preston Taumua. Let me know what you thought about him down below. Were you excited about his film? What did you think? Are you excited about the Polynesian pipeline potential for Nebraska going forward? But as always, folks, please hit like button and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any more Nebraska content like this. Again, nobody's doing it like us here on the Will Stimmons Sports Channel. Go Big Red, go Met Rule, and see you in the next one, folks.